When thinking about retro classic dress watches, there are certain features and models that come to mind straight away. If we talk about the models first, well, we probably think about the Patek Philippe's, we think about the JLC Master, or something more affordable, like the Longines Classic Heritage Tuxedo Small Second. And that is quite an affordable Swiss-made watch, right? $2,000. That is still quite a bit of money. But what we have here is a Thorn watch for $50. Well, I actually picked it up for $48. That's a really sharp price considering, well, it's not an automatic. It's a Thorn, it's a Homage watch that costs 40 times less. The retro dress watches are special. Their appeal lies in their ability to blend simplicity with sophistication. Firstly, the dial gets a two-tone Art Deco personality, 316L stainless steel case, a robust and aesthetically fit for the era 38mm case diameter. 50 meters water resistance is actually above that of the watch it pays tribute to. It gets a diamond-coated K1 mineral crystal, which is box crystal, shape and style. And it also gets a screw-down case back. So the link to the listing of this watch is in the description below the video. Make sure to check it out if you're after a sharp price. And now let's dive in and talk about this watch in detail. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 38mm, a lug-to-lug length of 47.5mm, a height of 9.2 and a lug width of 19mm. The weight with this leather strap is 65 grams. The first, yet not the only giveaway that it's a dress watch, is the gleaming polish finishing across the case. There are no sharp corners or hard edges anywhere, a look of relaxed distinction in the convex rounded flanks. The arching down lugs, thin and elegant, with the narrow-tipped edges. The lugs appear quite elongated, stretching out, yet down as well, hugging the timepiece to your wrist via a black, genuine leather strap. The pin buckle is also polished, just like the case. It's unsigned though, neither is the leather strap. That's a bit of a downer. I think I would like a bit more of this customization and a bit of identity coming from a Thorn watch. The lug width of 19mm befits the design and dress watch aspirations, keeping the overall case to lug width ratio very close to a perfect 2:1. On the right we have an average sized, fine threaded and unsigned push-pull crown. Now considering this is a push-pull crown, no issue with that, because considering a 50 meters water resistance, that's okay. But again, I would like to see a signed crown, considering it comes from the Thorn brand, and that is a premium watch brand. Flip the watch over to find the Thorn rose and a quote, "Where there is a will, there is a way." Classy, I like it. Definitely nice, but it would also be nice if we had some specs on the periphery or in the center of the screw-down case back. The watch does feel nice on the wrist. It feels nice even when you hold it. It's just so elegant. It's so nice to the touch. And when you look at it, everything is so fluid, very relaxed, but at the same time, it's distinctive and very sophisticated. This does look like an expensive watch. I'm not a fan of dress watches, but when I had this on my wrist, the first time I thought, okay, I'll just take a couple of shots to do the community posts. But then I sort of got used to it. It's so light, it's so easy to wear, and it's just so easy on the eye. Everything is just so legible, so clear. I loved it. And that's why I haven't been taking this watch off for nearly 3.5 weeks now. Well, since I actually got it in for the whole video at the start of June. Anyways, let's keep going. Before we start looking at the close-ups and macros of the crystal and the dial, I want you to keep in mind that I was wearing this for 3 weeks, and I think I'm starting to believe in the K1 mineral glass magic. There are no scratches, no markings of any kind on this crystal. The boxy dome crystal is only a millimeter or so above the fixed bezel, and that is plenty high enough to accent the retro styling and a relationship to the vintage heritage. The crystal is not distorting at the corners when looking at an angle on the dial. The clarity of the glass is superb. Center stage is of course the tuxedo dial, the paradigm of evening wear. The black jacket with satin labels, black trousers with a satin stripe. A black and white was amended to black and satin beige, almost with a gold hue. On the dial, the thick black chapter ring encircles the contrasting beige gold central area. The black ring on the periphery is matte, and the relatively large Arabic numerals are painted in a vintage shade of beige, more saturated and more pronounced than the tonality of the central ring. There is no date window, and that is an intentional decision to maintain the symmetry and balance. The only other element is the small seconds counter just north of 6 o'clock. The bottom of the subdial actually overlaps into the black chapter ring. The Lume Test shows an even spread of lume across the numerals, the hands, and the longevity and brightness are uncompromised, even on the printed elements. This watch set me back $48. This is the entry point watch to Thorn watches, and I think it shows how good Thorn watches really are. So $50 and we're getting something that looks great, that feels great, and it has all the components to be a very good and solid daily wearer. Anyway, the link to this watch is in the description below the video. Check it out if you're after a sharp price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.